Yowie Chaser, breaking news, news flash, red alert, all that good stuff, guys. We've had a sighting last night at 7:20 p.m. I think at the Blue Mountains, up here. So our mate was just turning out of this street. We'll get into all that in a sec. We'll read out his story, what happened. It's a possible sighting too, but it could be a Yowie. He's also seen a Yowie once before. I've told that story once before, so we'll tell the story again. Alright, so it's been a long time since we've had a news flash, a red alert, breaking news, whatever. That's from my good friends. Yeah, so haven't really heard of any sightings. I don't know if anyone else has. If anyone's heard about any sightings or anything, just message me at Yowie Chaser. Facebook page, guys. Alright, so we'll get into this story. We'll read out what happened. But before we do, old mate was coming down here, and I believe he went this way, but I believe this is where he's seen something on all fours. I think it smelt, stunk. He went back there. He went down to the fresh food people. Well, they're called they should be called the rip-off people and the stale food people. He went down to there, then he come back and he said it didn't feel right. So yeah, I've actually just been looking around on the map. So what we'll do is, hang on, we'll give you another geezer at this place. So Google Maps doesn't go all the way down. This is the street here. It would have been coming out of here and going that way. And this is where I believe he's seen something. So if you look down here, there's a little bit of bush. Could have ran down through here later. Who knows? So then if you look at the area, there's a heap of bush. Could have went anywhere. Look, here's Wentworth Falls. I've had heaps of sightings along here before. If anyone who actually lives out that way, if you're looking for a Yowie, this is where I'd be looking. Along this ridge line here. Alright, let's get into the story. Alright, so just to confirm, this is where it was. So yeah, he's come out of here, going down this way to Woolworths. And this is where he's seen it. So last night at around 7:20 p.m, I was driving at the end of Herbert Street. This is Herbert. About to turn onto Scott Avenue, near Marjorie and Anderson Reserve Park. That's when I saw something, a black figure moving on all fours, heading towards the dense bushland. It caught my eye right away because it didn't move like a dog or an animal I've seen before. It was big, dark, fast, and the way it moved was strange, powerful but slow to the ground. I drove quickly across the road to get a closer look, but the time I got there, it was already gone. I left the area for a few minutes to go to the stale food people nearby, and when I came back, my partner was really scared. I started to get out of the car and check the spot again. As soon as I stepped out, I noticed a strong, awful smell, something foul like rotting flesh or damp animal fur. It was unlike anything I've smelt before. I quickly took a photo of the area, but the smell and the atmosphere was so intense that I ran back to the car right after. Alright, so that's what happened, guys. So anyone else from this area? It's actually, how do you say it, Lanier or something? I just call it the Blue Mountains. We might as well do his other sighting as well while we're at it. So I've actually made a video of this sighting once before, which was at Wentworth Falls. It was back when COVID was on. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see how good I am. Hang on. Oh yeah, I just want to add something else. What he told me too was, he noticed he found a rock wallaby there, found dead at the same park, which was cut clean in half. So he just says you can't imagine any other animal that could have done it. So yeah, we've heard of stories up here at Springbrook, Beachmont, and all that, where the people that live up there have found yowies on their yowies, found those wallaby things and all that with their. Normally they've just got their head still attached, but it's like pulled right back, and I think they take the kidneys and the heart or something out of them. So we've heard that sort of story before. I can't find that place. It was somewhere it backed onto the bush somewhere, one of these streets. I could probably look it up, but I can't be bothered. All right, so we'll go on and tell about the other one that was over here somewhere. It was near the golf course. All right, so he said during COVID lockdowns one evening, when the streets were empty and completely silent, I had an encounter that I'll never forget. I was in Wentworth Falls dropping food off to a friend's house. After leaving the food, I walked back to my car. As I got closer, I noticed a strong, foul smell. The smell made me look toward the end of the street. That's when I saw it. Large black figure standing, hiding behind a telegraph pole with red glowing eyes, staring right at me. My heart dropped. I yelled at my partner to get in the car, quickly, and we took off down the road. Within seconds, I realized that the thing was chasing the car. It was fast. Keeping up, I even pressed harder on the accelerator. I was trying to watch the road while glancing at my side window. I could still see movement. That dark shape was coming after us. I was driving too fast to be safe, so I made the decision to stop the car. That's when I heard it. Loud scraping sound on the roof, like claws grabbing onto the roof racks. The car shook violently as something heavy was trying to pull it apart. My partner was screaming in shock, and for a few seconds, then instinct kicked in. I hit the accelerator and sped off again, not stopping until we were far away. That night has stayed with me ever since. The smell, the glowing red eyes, and the sound of those claws on the roof burned into my memory. Yeah, I reckon it would be. That would be one bloody scary. Man, imagine having a yowie on your roof of your car. Like, you could easily just smash the window out, I suppose, if it really wanted to get you. It's just, yeah, it's really strange that it done that. All right, so that's all we've got for that. It was definitely one of these houses that backed onto this bushland, because I remember looking it up. It's in one of the old videos. All right, so if anyone, look, it doesn't matter where you've had a yowie sighting or encounter, or you know a friend, just message me and let us know, and we'll get the story out there. Alrighty. What happened today? I'll just tell you quickly. I had a job, right? So I don't get much work now. I've told you all the story before, but this is for a friend. Anyway, it ended up being right at the Colo River, right on the guy. He's got 8 trucks, right? So he parks his trucks there, right? And then the guy that I met this guy the other day. Actually, he's one of my mates. So he has his trucks on that land. But the guy I picked up, he looks after the caretaker, and he does work on the trucks. He greases them all up. He's just come from the Philippines, this guy, so he's like looking after all the trucks, and he stays on the land. Right, so I'll show you where it is. All right, so if you don't Colo River, this is where it is. It's all this block of land here, all that, right on the river. So he's telling me he's got like a little dong here. He goes fishing down in here, he catches heaps of fish and blah, blah, blah. But what happened was, the weird thing about this, one night we were at Lake Manchester, and there'd been a few things going on here, but we were coming back at 1 a.m. I made a video of it today. And when we got here, the cops had their car blocking the whole road off, like across, not that way, across this way, with their headlights shining into the grass up here, right? Now, there was already one cop up here looking through the grass, right? And then this one's like, had to get in the car and move. They were both probably up here at first, but then we come along the bridge, he wanted to get in and move the car. And I said, what are you doing? Like, normally if you drive down there, they'll be pulling you over, man, 1 o'clock in the morning. And they just laugh and go, don't worry about it. Like, what were they doing? So did they see a Yowie? I don't know. Anyway, I said, "Oh mate," I said, "he's got my number." Right? I said, "Have you heard anything?" He said, "Oh, a few birds." I said, "Well, just listen out for anything weird. If you hear anything weird, you give me a ring, mate." All right? You let me know. Anyway, from there, because I was in the area, I thought, I'll go down Lake Manchester. I drove in here. Where's the dam? God damn. Oh, yeah, there. So you probably park here. Then I was going to walk up here. It's pretty steep. But there was a new track here that I thought, I'll go up that. Anyway, it said 17 Ks, right? To walk around the dam. So when I get an e-bike, I'm going to do that. I wouldn't mind camping. I might take the e-bike, take a little tent, and just stay out there in the night. Ooh, that'd be scary. Anyway, listen to this. It was like 1 o'clock. It was boiling hot, right? This is the hill I walked up. It was 1K and it's all uphill, right? And you're in the sun. There's no shade whatsoever. So I walk all the way up here thinking I'm going on a new track because it's saying, oh, it takes you to the kayak launching. And I thought, oh, yeah, I'll go up there, check it out. I get to the top here and I could see cars here. You can drive to here. You just drive your car here and park. Oh, now I am stuffed, man. My face is burnt. I was like, what a idiot. Anyway, then I was on the phone to a mate and he's going, oh, yeah, we used to jump off rocks around there. And I'm like, I said, where is it? He goes, I don't know. You just drive down this road. Gave me the shittest instructions, right? So I'm driving along here. I'm walking in all these places trying to find this bloody place. He said it was just like a square. So I'm thinking it's this place here. See, there's like a little square bloody dam. And I went, nah, it's not that. And it's just real crappy bush. Anyway, I've got home and I've done a few searches, right? And trying to find this bloody Mount Crosby Dam because he was saying there was a train line. I'm thinking there's no train lines up through here. He's tripping. Anyway, look where it turns out where it is. I think. Well, we don't know. We tried getting up here one day. Why is this called Little Mermaid Lookout? I got my car, had a great walk, made it halfway up this hill, and it just kept wheel spinning. I couldn't get up. Then we had to try and roll back down. Long, long time ago. Alright, let's go. Where is it? It's actually where, remember that lady that got killed by her husband? The scout guy? What was their name? I'll tell you something weird in a sec. Where is it? Hang on. Alright, so I believe what I did was I found a story about a kid that jumped off the rocks and died in 23. And they said it was in Bunya Street, right? So this is where I'm thinking it is, right? Now, this, oh, you can sort of see, oh, where is it? I think it's here. I use another map and it shows it up pretty good, but a couple of weeks ago, I come here, guys, to this street. Can you believe it? To the end of this road, Flaggy Creek Road, right? Because I seen there was another sighting, right? Up here, see this bench with a view? Someone seen a Yowie here. And I thought, when I was looking at the map, I seen this back road into here, right? So I come down here, but I wasn't sure if this was land. But see how there's power lines here as well? The creek. So it's just weird that I went there a couple of weeks ago, and then my mates tell me about this place where you jump off the cliff. It's probably there by the looks of it, if you look at it. Now, do you want to hear another weird story? This has got nothing to do with Yowies, but Bait and Clay, that's their name. So when I've always been like a little bit, I wouldn't say I'm psychic, but I don't know, just some weird stuff happens. Even with the Yowie stuff over the years, something's always happened. So I said to my daughter, I said, let's, they couldn't find her. Remember they couldn't find her? I swear to God, this is what happened, guys, right? So we went to Brookside, over at Brookfield. This is where there was a big horse thing, everyone was around here looking, right? Anyway, we left there, me and my daughter, and I drove down here. I swear to God, right? You couldn't stop here before. I tried to stop under this bridge. This is where they found her, right? Right, and listen to this. It gets even freakier. because we couldn't stop, we actually drove up this street here, right, which is Bunya Street. We seen the Scout Hall, but this is steep. I remember how steep it was, and she didn't want to walk. And I thought, I'm not leaving you in the car by yourself. But if just say, if we could have got down to here, under that bridge, I don't know what made me go there. This is true, man. You know, like my daughter will tell you. But it's just so weird that, like, they were all looking over here. And then it was a couple of days later that she was found here. Crazy, eh? Anyway, that's what happened. It's weird. Alright, that's enough. That's enough story time for this week. Alright. Just remember, guys, if you got any sightings, anything you want to tell, message me at Yowie Chaser Facebook. Go join Yowie Sightings Australia Facebook group. The links are in the video, right? So if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll find the links. They're normally in the description, or you can go up the top and find it. Just go over and join. Start talking about Yowies, guys. Talk about whatever you want. Alright. What other videos have I got? What have I done? Where did I go the other day? I went somewhere else. Oh, I went to Curtis Falls at Tambourine. I've got to put those videos up. I've still got another video of the dam. I've got the video at Colo River. I've got some old videos of another place I went to, but I was just talking about people. And I thought, oh, you're probably getting boring about me talking about people. It's about a new sheriff in town. I have friends everywhere, so I was bagging out the new sheriff. She was saying that I did this and I did that, and I'm like, oh, we got a new one. Anyway, it's all comedy, guys. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. See you later.